do you feel that this side is underachieved, given that you won your first four Heineken Cup finals and then lost the next three?
Um, yeah, it's a tough question to answer because I'm not inside the change room anymore. I'm not inside the
Yeah,
pitch, um, and uh, like so they've lost two to La Rochelle, and then oh my God, the third one was
Saracens in 20.
Saracens. Yeah, of course. Uh, and I think probably the Saracens is one. The Saracens one is the one that will, uh, perhaps the Saracens one, but La Rochelle, you're kind of looking at that going, the unmovable object meets the unstoppable force, or
Yeah,
which one stops. I don't think it's a sense of underachievement. I think they will look at it and feel they definitely should have got at least one of those three. I don't know which one it is, but to a certain extent they were a little bit outgunned in two of them anyway. So you kind of have to look at what you have, and you also have to be careful with a view. It's only one side of the view. You look at it's not like they lost to a team that just poxed out of nowhere.
Yeah.
La Rochelle, one of the most dominant team in Europe over a 2-3 year period, and Saracens at the peak of their powers. I think what is a testament to this group of players is that they're still coming back. It hasn't derailed them yet. So I think um, they do need to get this over the line. I think for all of that pressure and all that sacrifice to be worth it. So you don't want to fall into that almost. And then how much emotional baggage and mental baggage does that carry? Do you end up carrying around?
Funnily
yeah,
enough, I think some of that applies to Toulouse as well. If you asked anybody who are the two giants of European rugby, it's Leinster and Toulouse, basically. But since 2012, you've only won one European title apiece.
yeah,
Mm.
And the giants of European rugby in the last 11 seasons have been Toulon, Saracens with three apiece, and La Rochelle briefly with three consecutive finals, two wins. So although you've got these two incredible sides, five championships on one side, four on the other, I think they've both got a bit to prove actually, as a group. So which only adds to the mix really, because it was already an enticing game anyway. But I think you've got two very hungry sets of players there.
Yeah, yeah, and I think they're more like over a longer period of time. I suppose that's probably where more recently you would say it's more over the last 10 years. It's much more competitive setting, as you said. Two teams with three apiece, one with two, and then another. So that's quite a competitive landscape. But you go back over history over time, and like Leinster really you know are only in there since 2009. Toulouse are the only team that's been winning the inaugural
Yeah.
cup. Um, I think it is a big challenge, particularly in France and more so now in the URC, that when you're competing on two fronts. So, as much as you're saying, the European Cup or the Champions Cup doesn't happen in isolation. Toulouse have been very good, have been very proficient in the top 14 recently. So the unfortunately the toll of the top 14 does play into a lot of teams, and very few, if any, teams have done the double domestically and in Europe. Actually, I should know this, but I don't. Has anyone done the double domestically and
Didn't one of the Toulon years, wasn't it a double? One of the Johnny years.
I think
possibly? Yeah.
2014 might have been. Yeah,
Yeah, but again, it's not something that happens very,
No.
very often. So, I think that does factor into things, and it does come like because La Rochelle, two fantastic wins, three finals, but haven't won the top 14. So it does show just how hard to achieve that is. And every year that Leinster have been in the final, they have failed to progress in the URC. Now with South African teams in there, so it just shows how rare winning silverware can actually be. So. Yeah, but I think your original point of, say, Toulouse and Leinster being wanting to I suppose reestablish that prominence in the Leinster will definitely be there. And great thing is one of them's going to do it.